Shop Talk is filmed at 1009 Kingston Road in Toronto.
Okay. So, what's his name? Is it Michael Cohen?
Yeah.
Trump's lawyer. So he's, what's the backstory? He's serving time?
Got 3 years to do, I think. So I think that's what he's...
3 years for what exactly?
Tampering with the elections, or what is it? Yeah, no, lying to Congress.
Hush. Was it hash payments?
To the porn star, which he admitted to. Right? One of the things that came up during his confessions was that Trump didn't intend to win the election. That the entire campaign was basically supposed to be like just good promotion, like the best like kind of media campaign ever. Because you're getting like attention worldwide, right? For your brand, for like who you are and stuff like that. Like, it is kind of genius, actually.
It is kind of genius, but Trump was already big. Trump's name was already huge. You know what I'm saying? Especially in, well, I don't know about foreign countries, but I know in America, Trump's name was already big. So who's benefit from it? Trump? Or the powers that be? Or the people that are doing business, that have businesses that can basically profit off of Trump being in power.
This is it. Because even running, even just the chance of you being president gets you in bed with a lot of interesting people. Of course. Right? Like, come on. That's like the best kind of hand to have. That's like the best hand to have in business.
Right?
A little bit more. It was a little too long last time.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Those guys are controlling the stock market.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like...
And he was in meetings early too. Wasn't that one of the accusations? That he was like doing like inappropriate meetings early, like before like anything was even official.
That's what I'm saying. It's all. They're playing games with people. None of it. Whatever you see on TV, don't believe it. Better yet, ask yourself, why are they telling us this stuff? What purpose does it serve in my life? What do I need to know this stuff for? But they're on TV though, and they got the cameras rolling, and they'll tell, okay, you're on, go. Start talking.
The same guy that they were calling a liar, now these same people are asking him questions and say, yes, we believe this story now.
See? It's all games.
It's all games.
All games. Smoke and mirrors.
Hey, Panther?
Yeah.
It comes out that he never intended to actually be president. He was running his campaign as like what he considered to be one of the best kind of like commercials. Like one long strung out Trump commercial.
For sure, I believe that. But it's Politricks. I believe it. I believe that he wasn't running to become president, and it just happened.
You could tell.
That's how Americans are, though. You know, no offense to any American watchers and my American family, but you guys gotta do better.
No, you could tell. I feel like even a lot of the things that he was saying was so sensational. Remember, he just kept saying like the craziest things. I feel like he was trying to dash himself out of the race.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, this guy doesn't want to win. Like, how are people not reading that? This guy doesn't want to win.
For sure. And the sick part about it is he might just win again.
That is the scary part.
So,
that is the scary part.
Think it's over? It ain't over. It's just beginning. He might just win again.
Hey.
I'm just saying. During his campaign, did you get the sense that this wasn't serious? Do you remember?
No,
go back to like when he first announced that he was gonna run. It was all kind of just like, shut up, Trump.
It was a TV show.
Yeah.
The American politics has become a TV show. It's like a comedy. Remember, they make cartoons.
Yeah.
They make cartoons.
It's crazy.
I never seen a cartoon about J.F. Kennedy.
If you think about it,
or
really.
Bush. I never seen a cartoon about Bush. And now they have cartoons about Trump. I mean, making fun of his presidency. It's not about when he was doing the show. What do you call that show? Apprentice? No, they're doing comedy about the presidency. I mean, while he's the president.
Yeah.
You're not even waiting until he's done.
No, but it's scary. If you think
Yeah.
about the fact that he didn't even intend to really become president.
I know.
He has no political background.
No.
He was trying to say the craziest things. He was dissing people in wheelchairs.
Yes.
He was like, he was trying to be
Build
as
the
outrageous
wall.
as
Remember,
possible.
build the wall, build the wall, build the wall.
Build the wall, but every week he was saying something outrageous.
Yeah.
Every week he was kind of trying to like
Well, yeah.
discuss the contingency, and people just kept loving it and
know.
voting for him. It was
I
just, it was
didn't
crazy.
even know if he knew policy.
You remember when the guy said, grab them by the crotch?
Yes.
Yeah.
How is this guy the president?
I know.
How is this possible?
Exactly. It's
And it's also the most
beyond-
powerful country in the world.
Yeah.
Things can really go awry.
This is the problem because now he's meeting with
erratic.
he's meeting with
He
the
is
North
as
Korean.
dangerous as Kim Jong-un. I don't know if it's the green stuff right now,
more
but I'm
dangerous.
actually really
He's probably
paranoid
more
now about
dangerous
it.
than because remember he's got the same, if not more, weaponry than the North Korean president. I can't pronounce Kim Jong-il. What do you call him?
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Anyways, he's got more. The U.S. has more nuclear weapons than any country in the world. So in the hands of Donald Trump, come on, the world is in a balance, no?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta look at it that way. You gotta think of it that way. Like, it's scary.
It is.
It's really scary.
How do you do that by chat?
So one of the things that came up, Cohen said, like point blank, Trump is a racist,
Yeah, I heard that part.
right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people would say he's saying like inflammatory things to kind of cause a division, but no, he's saying flat out he is a racist. You know, he was like name a country led by black people that isn't like a hole, and
Well, that's what I'm saying.
what else did he say?
Right.
Black people are too dumb to vote for him, which is ridiculous because
Right.
no, like come on.
But he's
Anybody
not
that
saying
would
anything
vote
that
for you
he's
is,
not
like,
saying anything that the
insane.
public doesn't already
Doesn't know.
already. Well, not know necessarily, but the public doesn't feel that way already. We already feel that way. He's not saying anything. Tell us something we don't know about Trump. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to take him out or whatever. But to me, it seems like it's all scripted. You can only say this. Don't say that. Like they already tell these guys already what to say. They briefed them on what exactly to say in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I believe that. I don't believe any of this stuff. By next week, we're going to be talking about something else. Trump's doing this now and this and that. Yeah, it's all, like I said, it's good TV.
So you caught it.
His brand.
Yeah, I caught some of it on there.
What were your thoughts? What are your thoughts on just the presidency? What were your instincts like while he was running at the beginning? Like, did it seem like he was sincere? Did it?
I didn't think he was going to win or get ahead, but he's like a grade A bully. He got up on stage with those other bullies and those other liars, and he was a better bully and he was a better liar. And he just knocked those guys down. It was like a school fight. And the guy who comes in and he's just got the best jokes and he's just tearing everybody
Yeah.
apart.
Right?
And he took down, there was like, what, 12 of those guys at the beginning?
Yeah.
And he took down 12 guys like they were nothing.
And one was a Bush.
One was a Bush, and he took that guy out and made him look like a chump. Like, day one, made him look.
Grandpa Bush, George Bush, and then on top of this now Jeb Bush, and you couldn't get it. You couldn't beat him.
Everybody thought Jeb Bush was going to run, and he was going to be the presidential candidate for the Republicans. And Trump just knocked him down. Made him
Have
look
you
like a
been
dummy.
following American politics at all?
Yeah.
Who are the Republican candidates right now?
The Democratic candidates or the Republican candidates?
They're the Republican candidates.
Was Trump
No, who else is gonna run?
for president?
He doesn't have to. Okay,
They can somebody can run against him.
Yeah,
but
that's
they'll
what I
get
mean.
torn apart. Like nobody's brave enough.
oh,
You might
nobody's
get some-
running against them.
You might get some real fringe guy, but it's just going to be Trump.
Okay,
Like somebody.
I
did that
thought
to
he would
Bush.
have to start all over and like
It's the
contend
Democrats
against.
that are trying to get somebody to run from
Yeah.
Hillary's position.
Okay,
So that's where it is. On the Democratic side, they're trying to get everybody and anybody.
I
to
thought
go
the
up
Republican Party
against-
could still choose another
Well, they
candidate.
can, but they gotta hold him out, right?
They've got to. What they do is they come up and they say, okay, who's going to be president for
Yeah.
this next run? But because he's already in there and they already love him anyways,
They
nobody's
love
gonna,
him. I thought there are some Republicans that have a problem with him.
Yeah, but those Republicans that have a problem with him only have a problem with certain things that he does. They have a problem with the way, but not from not being a Republican.
He does.
president.
He does all the things they want him to do. He cuts the taxes. He cuts back the health care. He treats immigrants terribly. That's all things they want to do, but they say it in a nicer way. So they're fine with what he gets done.
Is there anything that was said during the testimony that kind of surprised you, or no?
Not so much him, but there was one of the Democrats actually got in there, and instead of like asking questions about the porn star or whatever, actually asked a bunch of questions and got answers that could actually lead to different criminal charges against Trump.
Okay, fill us in.
I'm trying to remember her name. She's the new popular one. She got in just recently. The girl, Alexander Cortez. I can't remember her name. So she asked a bunch of questions regarding his taxes and his property deals. And because he was the lawyer responsible for a lot of that stuff, he either knew what the information was, and if he didn't know, she said, okay, who knows? Where are the files? So she had like 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes, she probably built up the case.
Wow.
For more stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's watch it on YouTube. It's just surgical. She gets in there.
Impressive. So how are they going to bury him? They're just going to bury him like, that sounds like that's just like a legal thing. Like that's, can you arrest the president? Can the president be brought up on like tax evasion charges? What happens if the president is brought up on tax? Because he was bragging supposedly about like a $10 million refund.
You're supposed to be able to do that stuff. But the thing is, that's the Republicans are in charge of a bunch of that stuff, and they're not doing anything. So
it's all the CNN. CNN loves the Democrats, right? So they're gonna dig up anything they could dig up, bring anything to court that they could bring up, but at the end of the day, he's probably not gonna be tried. Like, it's just.
Well, they haven't tried him yet. So.
And they probably won't be able to. There's gonna be a loophole, and there's gonna be something that's gonna say, you know what are we gonna do? It's our president, and who's gonna really? 12 juries are gonna go against the president. You think? Do you really think on this kind of a case?
I don't know.
They're gonna make
that probably fine. I mean, it depends how balanced the lawyers try to make that jury.
I know, but they're gonna put the person that is accusing him, and if it's accused him, in a worse matter. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna make that person look like something they lied about. They're gonna try and get it where it turns upside down. So then, Trump's on trial, but the person that is putting him on trial, that is accused him or whatever, the prostitute or whatever, whatnot, might disappear. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, like I think something will happen prior, like always in those big scandals. Like, but that's not the first president. Look at the Richard Nixon and the Watergate scandal.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened to Richard Nixon? He resigned.
Okay, so is it more likely that Trump gets impeached, or is it more likely that he's reelected?
I think that if he's going to really go down, I think he'll take people down with him, and he'll just resign, and then walk away. Like most presidents that go through these scandals, like Clinton. Look what Clinton did, right?
Yeah, that's a real scandal. Actually.
What did
that's
Clinton
a real scandal,
do, technically?
But he just walked away, right? He just, hey, I'm done. Like Nixon, when Nixon did it, right?
What happened with the Clinton scandal?
Well, I think that his time was coming up, I think. So
no, he ran both his terms.
He ran both his terms.
Yeah.
What they did is they impeached him, which is they said you're bad.
Yeah.
That's it. But nobody brought any criminal charges against him.
And they didn't remove him from office, is what I'm saying.
No, because he lied under oath, is what he did.
Okay. So then, what's the technicality of being impeached? What's the definition then if you're not removed?
So there's the first step is they just say we don't approve what you're doing.
Okay.
So it's like but to actually remove him, I don't think they've ever done that.
Huh. So the person just leaves.
Maybe the party will force him to resign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll say, okay, you know what?
Like
don't run for the next 4
it.
years because, But the way Trump has the popular vote, they're going to be,
Well, I can't wait. Like, the world literally can't wait. So, do you see them voting him in again?
It depends who runs against him. He's got the Republican vote locked up.
They're trying to get rid of Trudeau, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our own problems on our side of the wall. On the side of the Canadian border,
I know.
We have our own problems with our Prime Minister now. They're trying to get rid of him, right?
I
don't even know the reasons. You know what? I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that
he helped a flipping his friends in the.
Yeah. So I mean.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Why be in politics if you can't help your friends? You can't bail your friends out.
Isn't that normal? They're acting like this is some kind of news or something. Anytime the politician gets in, the people that supported them and helped fund their campaign,
yeah,
are looking for.
That's the whole point of it.
That's what I knew. That's what you guys used to tell me. That's what I understood. Now all of a sudden, now they're changing it. Now he's in trouble. Why is he in trouble? This is normal. Hazel McCallum. Remember when Hazel McCallum did that same thing? She's not even up there in that high a status.
For sure. She was in power for too long to
Right.
not have. Yeah.
But she was looking out for her
You
son.
have
I think
to
her.
look out for
Of
everybody.
course. Why wouldn't you?
And that's only the one time that she got caught for it.
Come on. Yeah, exactly.
And
What
she
happened?
was-
When did she get caught?
And because she gave some job to her son or something like this.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that? Are they voting him back?
Probably.
Skip. Are they voting Trump back?
Trump?
Yeah.
Of course. Trump's not going nowhere. Trump's good TV. He's
Ah!
making a lot of people money.
He's gonna win.
Tons of people money.
Ha.
He's gonna win for sure. This is probably the best president they ever had.
Big time. Big time.
Based on the popular vote, honestly.
Based on yes, absolutely. And the guy's on TV every single day.
Twitter every day.
Twitter?
Never mind TV. He is on Twitter every day.
Every day.
It's
And they can't
insane.
shut that down. They can't
It's
shut it down.
insane.
Of course they could. They could shut it down if they wanted. Yeah, but they want him to tweet. And let's keep this place active. America, like I said, America's always like, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
Always. And Trump's the perfect guy for it because he loves that.
You know what? I actually opened a
Showboat.
Twitter account, and I'm just following this guy
Of course.
because I just want to see what I've never had a Twitter.
Oh, I
before.
follow him.
Yeah.
I
I'm
for
like,
sure follow
Following
him.
the
I
president.
follow him. I tweet
I'm
back
like,
at him
hey,
like
this
everything.
happens
Yeah,
every
like,
day. I want to be the first one to read. I want to be there to
oh
read
no,
too.
I find him
It's
completely
awesome.
hilarious.
It's awesome, isn't
Right.
it?
But
But he
then
doesn't have
when you think
Instagram.
about
How come he doesn't have Instagram?
okay, you know
Why
what?
doesn't he have Instagram?
On a human level,
Why doesn't he have Instagram?
he might, but I don't know. He's not
Because
big
it's
on
fake,
Instagram.
man.
No,
It's
he's
If he
fake
has-
foolishness. Do an Instagram. Take pictures. Let me see you take pictures on Instagram.
There you go.
Yeah, you liar.
It-
Oh, lies.
Right?
Yeah. Where's his Facebook account? Where's all that stuff? Twitter? Anybody could be typing that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see him on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, I don't.
In the Oval
I
Office.
usually
Yes,
feel like
bro.
yeah. I
Selfie.
usually feel like
Hashtag Kim Jong-un and all this stuff. Yeah, I want to see that.
no. I usually feel like it's somebody tweeting for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
I feel like he's in the room telling them what to tweet,
I think so. Or
and
he's
they're
probably
like
course.
cleaning it up, like
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think
yes,
so,
for
too.
sure.
Or he's telling them to tweet at a certain hour.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
And then
too
they'll do it.
much.
Right. Right.
It's all marketing, man. This guy's the
It's
king of
total
marketing.
I know,
Right.
and I'm saying it's funny at like we're in the barbershop level, but like this is the president of like the most powerful country in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
one.
Supposedly the most powerful country.
Well, in terms of arms, aren't they? I thought they're the most armed country.
Armed. Okay. Armed.
Yeah.
Arms.
That's a very big deal when you're thinking that
But
this
they
is
owe
just
money
a-
to everybody.
This is somebody
I
that
don't
with
know.
like no political background.
Russia
Like
and China's pretty armed.
good.
Russia and China's pretty armed.
Sorry,
We
I
don't
kinda
even
feel
know.
like- I
we don't
kinda feel
even
like
know
countries have a right
what
to
those
be.
guys have over there.
Yeah, well, good. I feel like
We don't
they
even
have a
know.
right to be.
And those guys are like the real bad man them.
Yeah. Exactly.
What? Putin and China and all these other guys? These guys been in politics. This guy is a TV guy. This guy's an actor.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it, bro.
This is it.
Where their army is,
Yeah,
where the U.S. is stationed,
yeah.
they can bomb you easier than if you go to bomb the U.S. Like they're not, you don't have Chinese Sea Marines and
I feel
whatever.
like the only reason the U.S. is the most powerful nation in the world because the people that live in the U.S. are consumers. Anything that these other fucking foreign countries make and sell, send it to North America. We'll buy it up.
You have to also remember, we live on this side of the world and stuff, bro. We don't even know what's going on that side.
Yeah.
Plus
They make us think that America is the strongest power in the world, but I don't believe they are.
Fact.
I do
Fact.
not believe they are.
Okay.
And remember, they
You're
got their
right.
allies too.
They
right?
might not
We're the
be.
strongest consumers, maybe.
They got allies.
say?
They got British.
Maybe we're the
they
strongest
got
consumers.
Israeli.
But as far as like powerful country, no. America doesn't even have fucking healthcare. How powerful is your country? You don't even have freaking. You can't even take care of your own people.
That's not
That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's interesting. I wonder if that is all propaganda.
Probably.
It makes sense. You'd have to produce a lot less.
How could you
right?
have so much money in your country and not have health care?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Guys
How
are
could
getting
you not have health care?
$300 million contracts to play baseball.
And they can't get health care.
And you can't have healthcare in your country? You have that kind of money circulating in the country and you can't even get a healthcare system set up? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's a big fight to do it.
Why though? Why?
Because I guess pharmaceutical companies don't want that. They just need the money to keep going. That, I mean, like, think about it. General health care means that pharmaceutical companies will probably have to be regulated, and they don't want that. They want to be able to. They're the big, you know, like they you know, the
Big drug dealers.
And people are convinced
They
that it's
fuel
going to
in
bring
them.
down the quality of healthcare because then you have to generalize it.
you do.
So
You do.
like, but anyways, whatever. It should work out. New York is actually going to be privatizing healthcare, not privatizing healthcare. People are going to get universal healthcare in New York.
Only in New York? Like
Yeah.
only certain states are
Yeah.
going to do it?
Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
But just in terms of Trump and his ego, and just being like a business guy on the world stage, how scary is it now that he can kind of step to those guys with nuclear power? You know what I mean? Like now
Well,
he
that's
is playing with like
No, but
a
you know
heavier
what?
hand
You
than
know-
ever before.
No, but you know what? To be fair to the guy, the media was portraying him as like a dangerous guy. If there was supposed to be war, he would have probably bombed North Korea by now.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
people were saying, "Oh no,
Yeah, they might have played
can
that
you
up for
imagine
sure.
Trump becoming president and getting a hold of that nuclear code?" That's where the Democrats were saying, "The guy's been president for how many times? For how long now? He's already met
4
the
years almost.
Yeah, he's met the dude twice. He wanted to talk. Well, I mean, he started. He also like he doesn't back down, but he finally toned down and said, "Okay, no, we're gonna meet." He met twice.
Kim
Barack
Jong-un,
Obama-
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Barack Obama didn't meet with the guy, but I mean, like,
Yeah, but
during-
they're trying to keep, like I said, call me a conspiracy theorist,
yeah.
but I feel like that whole Kim Jong-un, I don't live there. I have no idea, just like what Panther was saying. We have no idea what the hell really goes on in Korea, North Korea. Only what we hear on the TV, how wicked this guy Kim Jong-un is. He killed this person, he did this, he did this. Everybody has to have the same haircuts. These are the things that we hear over here.
Yeah.
Right? How true it is? I have no clue.
Yeah.
But it can't be that true because Donald Trump's over there. I thought they said they hated America.
Yeah.
Didn't North Korea? Didn't America
Wasn't
tell us
flipping
that
Dennis
North Korea?
Rodman over there? Wasn't Dennis Rodman over there
Exactly.
hanging out?
Right. That's what killed it for me. I knew it wasn't real when Dennis Rodman was in North Korea. I knew that, you know what they're saying about this country can't be true. Because why is he handpicking, I want Dennis Rodman to come here?
Why has that never occurred to me?
It doesn't make any sense what they're doing. So I feel like, this is all staged again. Even Kim Jong-un didn't even look comfortable when he was sitting there with Donald Trump. He looked kind of uneasy, like, are we done yet kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? Are the cameras still on? Like, I feel like I said, all staged. Call me conspiracy theorist, but I believe there's truth to that.
You know there's a war going on in Pakistan and India right now?
No, tell me about it.
I don't really know much, but I seen that Pakistan released some guy, a pilot at the border. Big
So,
things is going on in the world right
It's
now.
India
We're
versus
consumed.
Pakistan?
We're consumed with all this garbage and all this
Such
and all
garbage.
this stuff that's non-related to real life issues that's really going on
But
in
the
the
thing
world
is,
right now.
Trump is even closer to the other stuff that we're like consumed with. Because I wasn't even going to talk about Trump. I was going to talk about the Kardashians. So that's the worst distraction. This is what I'm saying. What Panther's saying is correct. There's so much going on. There's so much going on, and there's so little time. So like, yeah, what do you choose to focus on? You know what I mean?
The
So
lighter
I'm
side of life.
glad,
How's
though-
that?
No, but I'm
How
glad
about
that
the
we did
lighter
this
side?
breakdown on Trump because
Yeah.
it might help just, maybe somebody like think twice about voting for him or like just think twice about just thinking twice. You know what I mean? Just being like more conscious, asking questions like, why don't we have universal health care in the flipping states? You know what I mean? So,
You need to lighten up. People need to lighten up. Trump can lend me a little bit of money if he wants. Like, that'd be nice.
As long as
You know?
there's TV,
yeah.
as long as TV is still around, people are not going to be able to think for themselves. They're always going to be convinced that what they see on here is real. You know what I'm saying? Because they mix the real with the fake on TV. So you don't know what's real and what's fake. So I think this is where the confusion is coming in now. So everybody thinks that what's going on with the president and all this stuff. Donald Trump, to me, I'm glad he's the president because he makes you see straight up, these guys are actors.
Big time.
They're liars. You know what I'm saying? This guy can't even play his role properly. He's fumbling words. He doesn't know what to say. Like it's pretty obvious that the whole system is a lie. You know what I mean? So people just need to live their lives the way they know how to live it in their real world and not follow what's going on TV. This is Pete Cutter from Cut and Run. Thank you for watching another week of Chop Talk. Please subscribe.
Put it on my pancakes.
I did it.